lads, welcome back to another Talk Coventry City video. Now we are filming this just after the Coventry City Brentford game, so that is still raw in our minds. But welcome back to another weekly Championship prediction video. This time I'm joined by Elliot. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Wow, I'm doing a bit bad after that result.
Yeah, it wasn't the best. We did predict that, me and Cam both predicted that 2-0 loss. The result against Cam is up there. Like I said, we're filming this on the Saturday, so I don't know who's actually won yet, but I'll put that up there. I'll be editing this on the Sunday. But let's get straight into this week's predictions then. The first game is Bristol City going up against the Middlesbrough side that have had a reasonably good start to the season. I think Bristol City are just going to keep going. They've been really solid, so I'm going to back them 2-0 here.
Originally, I thought Bristol City would do alright in the league, but well, they've done really well in the league so far. But I reckon it'll be a draw, so I'm going to say 1-1.
Okay, 1-1. Okay, the next game then is Coventry City going up against Swansea. Now we are a bit deflated after Coventry losing to Brentford, but Brentford away was going to be a very tough fixture. Do I think we're going to bounce back and get a result here? I think we get something. I just can't see us winning. Swansea are a decent side. I think I'll go for 1-1.
Yeah, I'm feeling a draw as well. I try and be biased towards Coventry. I'm thinking, it might be 2-1, but I think after these last few results and how we've been playing, I think a 1-1 would be a very good result, so I'm going to stick by that as well. Right
then, the next game is Huddersfield Town versus Derby County. Now, Derby County lost the Friday night game against Watford. Huddersfield picked up that crucial win away at Swansea. I was going to say Huddersfield's season hasn't been great up until then, but they've now actually picked up 3 decent results in a row. Going up against this Derby side, I think Huddersfield can get a result here. I'm going to go for 1-0 to Huddersfield.
Derby have only won one game, haven't they, as well? It was against Norwich.
That's right.
Wayne Rooney free kick. I'm going to go Huddersfield. I'm going to say 2-1 Huddersfield. 2-1 to Huddersfield. Okay, the next game then is Millwall versus Luton Town. So it's hard to choose. I mean, Luton have had a pretty good start to the season, but they did lose at the weekend against Stoke. Millwall, they've been pretty good. They beat Wycombe at the weekend. So I'm gonna say 1-1 here. I think two solid teams. 1-1 draw. Ooh, I don't know about this one. I think I'm going to go 1-0 Millwall. I reckon it'll be a bit of a weird type of game. Like it could go either way. But yeah, I think Millwall probably. I'm just going to say them. Okay, the next game then is Norwich City versus Birmingham City. Now Norwich City haven't been as good as I thought they would be the start of this season, but they did get that last minute winner against Rotherham on the Saturday, obviously today. They're going up against a Birmingham side that lost at home to Sheffield Wednesday, so they haven't started particularly great. It's hard to predict this one. I think it'll be another tight game. I'm actually going to go for another 1-1 draw. I'm going to go 2-0 Norwich on that one, I think. 2-0 Norwich? Yeah. What makes you say that? I don't know, I've just got... See, Birmingham, they've got quite a decent team and they're going to be... I reckon they could be alright this season, but I don't know, like I said, I rated Norwich quite highly and so far they have been disappointing, but I just got a feeling that Norwich will be able to sort of turn up that game. Okay. The next game then is Nottingham Forest versus Rotherham United. Now Nottingham Forest with that crucial first win away at Blackburn. What a win, by the way. I predicted Blackburn to win that 3-0. So great win for Forest. Obviously the new manager Chris Hughton getting 3 points there. It's a tough game to predict. Rotherham have had a decent start to the Championship, but I do think Nottingham Forest are going to get the result here. They won at the weekend and I think they'll win again here. I'm going to go for Forest 2-1. Forest have been quite... I thought they would be up there this season, but they've lost every game, haven't they? Well, except for obviously today. And have they drew a game? No, that was their first 3 points. Yeah, first 3 points. And Rotherham have been quite alright. So I'm going to say, because obviously Forest with the new manager, I'm going to go 1-1. 1-1. Yeah. Okay. The next game then is Reading, who have had a fantastic start to the Championship, going up against Wycombe Wanderers, who have still yet to pick up a point, but they did get their first goal at the weekend. Hurrah for Wycombe. I just think Reading are going to win this. It's a bit of a derby. I don't know. Fans, let me know in the comments if this is a derby. I don't think you're too far from each other. I do think Reading are going to win. I think they've got a bit more quality than Wycombe. So 1-0 Reading. 2-0 Reading. Yeah, I think Wycombe are going to struggle this. Well, I've always thought they were going to struggle, and so far they have been. Quite lucky today by the looks of it, but yeah, Reading have just been decent so far, so I can't see Wycombe being the one to sort of begin to ruin their season at all. Okay, moving on to the Wednesday fixtures then, we have Cardiff City going up against Bournemouth. Now Bournemouth picked up that 0-0 draw against QPR on the Saturday. Meanwhile, Cardiff haven't played yet. They were playing tomorrow against Preston, so as of the time we're filming this, we don't know what the Cardiff result was.
I think this is a tough one to predict, so I'm going to go for another 1-1 draw. I am being very in the middle for a lot of these predictions, but Cardiff 1, Bournemouth 1 is my prediction.
Yeah, Cardiff, they're sort of, they're kind of in the bottom half of the table at the minute, yet they've still got to play that game tomorrow, depending on that result. But from what I saw Bournemouth against Coventry, they looked really good. So I'm going to go with Bournemouth. I'm going to go 2-1 Bournemouth.
Okay, the next game then is QPR versus Preston. Now, it's a tough one to predict. I think Preston have been pretty good so far this season. Like I said, they got that fantastic result just before the international break when they won at Brentford. But they do play, we're doing this before they play Cardiff. They're going up against a QPR team that I've just said drew 0-0 with Bournemouth. Another tough one to predict. I think I'm going to lean towards a Preston win here. I'm going to say QPR 1, Preston 2.
I reckon QPR will get a 1-0 win out of it. When we played them, they looked, in the first half, they looked very decent on the ball, and it went away from them. And they do have that quality, QPR. They're a bit of a weird team. They'll sort of get a result one week, then the next they'll be a bit of a different team. So whatever turns up, but I reckon I'm going to reach from here and go 1-0 QPR.
Okay. The next game then is Sheffield Wednesday versus Brentford. Now I've got to say Brentford looked very organised against Coventry City. They are an experienced championship team. Ivan Toney is scoring goals for fun for them, and they have a lot of quality. Meanwhile, Sheffield Wednesday picked up a crucial result against Birmingham at the weekend, so it's not going to be a pushover for Brentford. The way Sheffield Wednesday are going, I think they'll get a result here. I'm actually going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Looking at Brentford today, they did look decent. They did sort of back off a bit when they were 2-0 up, which to be fair can be expected from teams when they're that comfortable in the lead. And we did create a few chances towards the end. So I can't see them keeping a clean sheet, but I reckon Brentford would probably get a result here. So I'm going to say 3-1 Brentford.
Okay. The next game then is Stoke City versus Barnsley Football Club. Now Stoke City picked up that win away at Luton, a really good result against the Luton team that started the season so well, and Barnsley still yet to pick up a win. I do think Stoke are going to be the favourites for this game, so I am going to back them. I'm actually going to say Stoke 2, Barnsley 0.
I'm going to go, I was going to go for 2-0 there as well, but I'm going to be a bit different. I'm going to go 3-0 Stoke. I reckon Stoke will run away with that game.
Okay, and then the last game is quite an exciting one. It's Watford Football Club going up against Blackburn Rovers. Now, two teams that, on their day, are probably two of the best teams in this league, but they've had a couple of strange results so far this season. Watford's obviously picking up a couple of wins, but they're always tight games, and Blackburn Rovers lost surprisingly against Nottingham Forest at the weekend, and before that they drew 0-0 with Cardiff. But prior to that, they'd beat Derby 4-0, they'd beat Wycombe 5-0, so both very hard to predict. I do think it'll be a tight game. I'm leaning towards a 1-0 win to Watford.
I reckon, because both teams have been decent with their scoring, haven't they? So I reckon there'll be a few goals in it, so I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2, okay, that'll be an exciting game. And that rounds up our predictions for this week's fixtures. So like the video if you have enjoyed the video, and leave a comment and subscribe as well, that'd be great. And we'll see in the next video who got more results correct. Cheers for joining me, Elliot,
No problem.
and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace out.
See you in a bit.